Hi, I'm Steve. This is Fran. Today, it's SKS versus Monogram, and two brands we didn't sell up until about, 2-3 years ago?
Yep.
SKS is new. It's a division of LG, and Monogram is a division of Haier.
Yep. So two, really kind of good, compelling product lines. Let's dive right into it. So first, let's start with cooking. So we're going to break down cooking into a couple of categories. Let's start with professional ranges.
Well, it depends if we're talking about all gas or dual fuel. In SKS, you're talking about something with a sous vide bath, if you're interested in that, with precision boiling in a bag. The burners on Monogram and SKS are almost identical, 23,000 and 15,000 BTU. They both have griddles. Monogram does have the grill. I think Monogram's got that clock functionality. It's a little bit different, but SKS is very easy with their scrolling interface. What I like about the SKS is they have the combi steam oven on the 48, and I think steam's just the best way of cooking. I like it for that. However, you only have 6 burners in a griddle, and that combination with induction, which you'll like in a pro range because it's faster, better simmering than any pro gas burner with the sous vide. So you get limited, but on the Monogram side, in dual fuel, only getting 4 burners and grill and griddle, and then 6 burners and a griddle as well.
Yeah, to get the nice control panel, you got to hop into kind of one of those specific configurations on the top. So, one of the nice things with SKS too, like when you talk about their tops, is they both have the griddle, but SKS has the chromium griddle, which not a lot of brands have that out there, and that makes it a little bit easier to clean, just wipe it down, kind of makes that process much easier as well.
Yeah, Jennier has that chromium, it's that one wipe type griddle. I like that as well. In all gas, I think SKS is, everybody seems to make a really second, like Wolf and Mueller to a certain degree, and even Thermo to a certain degree, kind of lessen their features on an all gas, but you don't get that in an SKS. For an all gas range, I think that 6 burner, 36 inch, at $5,400 could be one of the best we sell. So in terms of pro ranges, I think I like the SKS a little better.
I'd agree too, and I think they both have kind of good controls depending on that dual fuel that you go with. But SKS has done a really nice job with that technology, integrating it into their ranges and still making it really easy to use. Like you're not fumbling through and trying to figure out how to get to this setting. They make it easy to use, which is nice.
Simple. Very simple. You like Mueller in a lot of ways.
Yep. So next, let's talk about wall ovens, built-in cooking.
Well, Monogram's got certainly a lot of options with their Advantium and their speed and everything else, but I go back to what I think people use. When we talk about double ovens, SKS has got the modes. I honestly think that they have a wall oven that should appeal to a lot of people. That's I think it's the speed oven up top, which cooks as a regular microwave, convection oven, or both in combination, which will save you time without that rubbery microwave texture because microwaves target moisture. Down below, you got the steam assist. It's not a steam oven per se. It's a steam assist, meaning you can add bursts of steam, add flavor in your roasts, make breads, that sort of thing. I think that could be one of the best wall ovens we sell because it's so easy that you'll be able to use a combination, whereas people get frustrated because they can't figure it out. They burn their whatever it is. They don't make it well. They don't do it again. I think SKS makes that technology so simple, whereas I think Monogram's got really good. The Advantium's been around for 20 years and it works. Cooking by, high speed light, but. On this one, I like the SKS better. Yeah,
and value-wise, too, you're talking about that combi oven there, too, with the speed, the steam assist, the convection oven. It really gives you a lot at a really attractive price point. Going back to the Monogram, too, they do some unique things even with their convection. So, for nice, even cooking, I think the Monogram does a really nice job where it takes that air, brings it in, and even also brings it up over the top vents as well. So really kind of get really good consistency in the oven temperature-wise. But overall, I'd agree. I think that SKS, again, they've really innovated this kind of space and give you a lot there for a really good value,
and it's not expensive. That wall oven's $4,500?
Exactly.
For a high-end oven, that's cheap. Really cheap. Refrigerators. This is interesting. You've got column style in both. You've got on the bigger size 48 SKS, it's an integrated style with the 4 drawers underneath it. So you've got 2 different kinds of ice cubes. You've got You've got the drawer on the side that can be either refrigerator or freezer. You choose either or. Very interesting product. However, when you go integrated, you are going to lose capacity, and you have to be 6'3" to touch the top shelf or the top of the refrigerator. So in the other one, it's more, you get your traditional side-by-side, which is not bad in a 42 or 48 inch size because you can fit bigger stuff, not so much in 36. But it's more of a, it's a counter depth, meaning the door protrudes a little bit. I like that SKS style. I think their columns are larger, per cubic footage because their insulation's a little bit different. But I'm not sold on a big integrated refrigerator with 4 drawers and anybody that's standing under 6 foot tall,
Yeah, and that too, like when you talking about even panel ready and custom panels on those, absolutely something you want to consider there, because now you have 6 doors, 6 handles. There's a lot of seams there as well. Really nice features and a lot of great options in that refrigerator. Just think about the installation there as well. I'd also say with Monogram, they definitely give you a lot more options in sizing when you even look at columns and things like that. SKS a little bit more limited on what they have. I think both of them definitely are missing a space in that kind of 42-inch French door. That definitely is something I think they will absolutely be coming out with at some point here. But I think with Monogram, you definitely get more options there as far as kind of refrigerations too, with the side-by-side, the column, the different French door options as well there.
And the Monogram's nice. They have a really innovative system where the temperature is blown in from the back versus top down.
Yep.
Even Sub-Zero's got the split climate, which goes 2 directions, but you have it under each shelf in the Monogram. I think that I like the SKS, but I wouldn't buy it unless someone walks in the store and looks at it and says, I can live with that top shelf, because chances are you can't. So in this one, I edge it out to Monogram.
I'd agree there too. And I'd say that's where you kind of see the biggest difference is in that 48, the 36-inch French door that Monogram has just kind of refreshed their refrigeration. Those are very similar kind of in size and design with the drawer and that, but 48's definitely where they differ for sure. All right, now, dishwashers?
Well, SKS just, is a division of LG, right? So this is a really high-end LG dishwasher, which is a good thing. Monogram is kind of like the high-end version of the Profile, which is really popular, which isn't really a good thing because I can't understand why you're paying all that extra money for it. I mean, why?
Yep.
But SKS has got steam, and steam works. It loosens up stain. I saw one of my neighbor and crusted up a nice dish, and it did a nice job. He had to wipe it down a little bit, but it did a really nice job loosening up.
And they have this, with the steam there. I mean, it really does a phenomenal job. And really, LG and SKS, like we've talked about, dishwashers in general over the last couple of years, they've improved tremendously across their product line.
Yeah, they get a steam generator. Now, you would think hot water generates steam, but this is they have a separate steam generator in the front. You see, it's got 4 holes where the steam comes out. On this one, I like the Profile piece almost, and the Cafe piece almost better than the Monogram piece, which is what, $500 more or something like that. So in this one, I just, there's a case to be made of Profile versus LG, but for the price, I happen to like SKS better.
Agreed. And then definitely with the SKS on that higher end version, they have a 1-hour wash and dry as well. That works pretty well too. So I would definitely lean that towards SKS.
All right, so that's SKS and Monogram. If you like these ranking videos, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.